we got a topic today, and first of all, how everybody doing out there in YouTube land? Before I start, I want y'all to go to YouTube, and if you're already on YouTube, I want you to. If you're not on YouTube, I would like for you to go to YouTube and hit that subscribe button so I can get my views up. So, thank you in advance. Um, the topic today is um, wow, this it's not tough, but this is something people don't want to talk about, and although once again, I'm not on the judging basis of judging anybody. It's just something that need to be said, and it's I work well. My line of work, I see all type of parties and stuff going on. Fun parties, crazy parties, weddings, all of it, the whole nine. You name it, I've seen it. But why is it that? Oops, sorry about that. Why is it that when women say that they're straight, that they're heterosexual, and they like men, love men, or whatever, why these same women, when you see them dancing, they're um, dancing on each other like they're lovers or like they um, of the opposite side. So, but these are the same women that say, well, you know what? I don't dabber into that life. I'm heterosexual. I'm straight. I like men. Everything about a man I like, and I date men. I only date men. But when you out dancing, you dance on women, and this isn't just dancing together. They're not dancing together. This is actually like they're doing provocative dances on each other. They're bending each other over. They're smacking each other on the butt. They feeling on each other breasts, and they feel it between each other legs, and they rubbing each other on they and rubbing each other booties and breasts, and rubbing between their legs, and women getting on top of each other and humping on top of them like they're like like men and women have sex, but they're doing all of that. But yet they turn around and say, "I don't go that way." Well, you are what you eat. Okay, and most of us, it's like it's like the pot calling the kettle black. But I hear a lot of women say, "Well, men like that." I hear a lot of men say, "Well, I like that." A lot of men like the girl on girl action and stuff like that. But if that's even in the porn industry, um, if you like girl on girl action, that's your thing. That's what you want to do. Hey, by all means, do it. But don't say I like girl on girl action, but I only like it to a certain extent because I'm getting paid. I've heard a lot of women say that. I heard a lot of women say this on, well, pretty much all over. Well, I only do it because I'm getting paid. There's more than one way to make money than get paid. Now I'm not knocking um uh lesbian or gay people, however you ever want to call it, but if that's your line of defense, stay in your line of defense. Don't now that's what you call wishy washing because you're jumping over the gate. And then when people point at you and call you out on something, you ready to put your hands up, put your dukes up, and ready to fight. But make up your mind. It's easy. Just make up your mind. It's nothing to do. It's not hard. And these people are raising kids. These women are raising kids. I mean, you see men dance at parties and clubs just as much as women do. But you pretty much unless they're on the other side of the fence, unless they're LGBT people, you don't pretty much see men dancing on men like that. You don't see it unless they're gay. Now, if you like women or you prefer to date women, and if that's your world, then by all means, that's your world. Do your thing, but don't betray don't say you're something you're not. And I'm beginning to see this pretty much all day. And it's not just the older women; it's the younger women, and it's not just the younger women; it's the older women. That's all. That's all we see now. That's all. It's everywhere. It's all over the place. So in other words, they're teaching their kids, hey, you know what? It's okay to like men, but then at the same time, it's okay to dance on women like you would dance on a man. So I don't know. Maybe somebody can help me out with that situation, but I'm lost. I'm really lost in that field. But some of the things I see, these women have boyfriends, and yet they still portray this role of women dancing on them, and the boyfriend don't do nothing. I mean, I understand why he don't, because, like I said earlier, it's girl on girl, and that stuff turns some people on. To me, it don't turn me on. It never did. It never will. It never will. So if you're gonna dance, dance. If you're gonna be of the LGBTQ, those guys, be that. But you can't jump over. You can't keep jumping back and forth. Well, you know what? I like women. No, I like men. I like women. No, I like men. I like women. No, I like men. No, man. I mean, just pick a side. That's all you have to do is pick a side. It's simple. If you're gonna be gay, be gay. If you're gonna be straight, be straight. But they want all the credibility. They want all the credibility of straight people, the credentials that, when the crap hits the fan, they want to beat up people and beat up people that's gay and stuff like that, which is wrong to do. But the topic is, why do women dance on each other like they're lovers, but they claim to be heterosexual. But evil, because like I always say, evil communications corrupt good manners, man. It corrupts your manners, whether we like it or not, because people watch what you do, and sometimes you're not supposed to judge, but people will judge you on the things you do. People will judge you on the things that you do all the time. Well, no, I don't do that. I don't go like that. I got a whole man at the house, but yeah, but you was just almost butt naked dancing on your friend. Help me make it make sense. Pico the boy. Okay. Okay, I got you, man. But wow, this guy, man. Jonathan don't start today, man. Thanks, Jonathan, for joining. As a matter of fact, I appreciate you, man. Much love for you, bro. Um, I mean, these people are raising babies, and when the babies grow up and they start doing the same thing they see the mama do, you can't get mad at the kid. I'm talking about the parent. You can't get mad at them. You can't. Nobody's teaching their kids to grow up right anymore. It's pretty much the kids rule the world of growing up now. It's what they want. It's not what's best for you and the kid. It's what's best for the kid now. And these young ladies be like 15, 16, 17, 20, and the things they do is scarce. It is so scarce, man. It's I know this is a cruel world we live in, but Jesus Christ, we don't have to accept everything people do. And that's the problem, because everything you have to accept pretty much everything now, regardless if it's good or bad. But it's most bad, and we have to accept it. Or if not, we'll get ridiculed and talked about, or they call you old school, and the times has changed. Yeah, we all know times change. You don't need to be a rocket scientist to know that times change. That's just common sense. But just because the times have changed, that doesn't mean you have to change with the times. Not necessarily. Yes, is it good for change? Yes, it is. But you have to pick. You have to pick your war. You have to pick what you want to be. What I was trying to say. We got to pick what we want to be. We just can't go around and just do everything. It looks degrading. It looks it's just degrading. Period. I mean, how can you sit there if you're straight, if you're a heterosexual woman? How can you sit there and let another woman dance on you and feel on you like a man is dancing and feel on you? It's the exact same thing, but it's just the same sex touching on each other. But they claim they're not part of the LGBT or the alphabet mafia. So I don't know. Maybe I don't. I just don't get it. I just don't get it, and it's all over the place, and that's the only dance that I see now. I don't. There's no more slow dance. Slow dancing is gone pretty much, unless you go to a old school joint, and hang out with the old school cats, and you might see a slow dance every once in a while. Believe me, now I just want to get this perfectly clear. There is nothing, absolutely nothing wrong with dancing, none whatsoever. You can dance with you can dance with anybody. Music is made for you to dance. Some music, not all music, can't dance off all music, but hey, there's nothing wrong with a good slow dance. There's nothing wrong with uh high paced dance. There's nothing wrong with that. It's not footwork, what leg work, whatever they call it, whatever they do. There's nothing wrong with that stuff. But it's just how you go about doing things. But yet, in the black community, all I see is two types of dancing. Now I know there's more types of dancing, but the two that sticks out the most is twerking and dancing on each other. We got steppers, we got we don't too much see on that stuff. We don't glorify that stuff. We only glorify she got to shake her booty because honestly, what I say is when they shake their booty, they're shaking their brains because they give you their best interest right there. So if you shaking your booty all the time on every video you gotta make or showing your breasts or got on tight clothes, there's a trick to it. Believe me, there's a trick to it. You're pretty much selling yourself. But if somebody asks to buy what you're selling, you want to get mad at them. Why? Because once again, we're taught that we're supposed to accept everything. You have to respect me, but how can I respect you when you're not even respecting yourself? Yeah, man, look, Jonathan, them Mexicans be doing some stuff, man. With them, they love them hats and them pink shirts. But why? But that's all we see. So we can't get mad if other races look at us and say that's all they good for. That's all they know. But hey, you can't judge us. No, they're not judging you. They're just telling you what they see. They're telling you what they see. And this is everywhere. They're not scared to do this stuff nowhere. I've seen them do it downtown on State Street in front of hundreds of people walking, and they just start dancing. And one girl bends over, and the other one goes behind and start humping on her butt. Why? Are you that thirsty for attention? Are you? And somebody gonna always say, "Well, it's not attention. People can do what they want to do." Yeah, by all means, but look at the trail that you're leaving. Look at the breadcrumbs you leave. You're leaving stale breadcrumbs. So I don't. It's beyond me. If we gonna be, if we want our name and our legacy to be stamped in this world, it just can't be such and such. She was a good twerker, or such and such. She was this, and it's all negative energy. Negative energy. Somebody once told me, and I'm not gonna call her name. She once told me if women dance like that on each other, they're suspect. That's what she always told me. And to this day, if she was here, she would say the same thing. But don't look at me like that. What are you talking what you talking about, Jonathan? Um but yeah, if you dance like that, it's you're suspect or there's a good chance you didn't intertwine with another woman. It's That's just how it goes. Because I'm just like I said earlier, we're not here. I can't judge anybody, and I'm not saying judge anybody, but if you portraying that role, hey, look, like Martin said, if it walk like a duck, it's a duck. Quack like a duck, it's a duck. So you tell me, please, somebody tell me. And they say, though, this is like the girl told me, the young lady told me, well, this is just this is the new way of dancing. I'm like, no, it's not. No, actually, it's not. That's not even dancing. That's being a fool. That's what it is. But I don't know why women can do that. Maybe they think they can get a pass. Well, it look crazy if men do it, but if women do it, it's okay. No, it's not okay neither. If you portraying that role to be a homosexual, be a homosexual. If you portraying that role to be heterosexual, be heterosexual. But heterosexual, but you can't portray something and you doing something else. No, that's no. That's like me going to the club up the street. Of course, it's a gay bar, definitely hands down. We all know that. That's been around this area on 71st Street. That's like me going there, sitting at the bar drinking, and talking to the people and dancing with the guys and come home and say, man, I ain't going back there no more. And then next week I go back every weekend. I'm up there and I'm starting to mingle with with the people up there more on an everyday basis. What are people going to think of me? Yes, yes, Jonathan, you're right. I'm talking about them dancing, them slut dancing, but they don't want to be called a slut. Exactly, exactly. Why do it? Now, if somebody call you out your name, now you want to fight. Oh, I ain't this. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I mean, I know it sounds funny, but yes, I'm gonna be considered gay. I'm gonna be. You know what? I don't know. I used to know Pico. He was cool. You know, he had a girlfriend, but guess what? He up there every weekend. What does that tell you? What is that going to tell you? It speaks for itself. It speaks for itself. Yeah, but back to what you were saying, Jonathan. You selling yourself, but when it's time to pay the check, you don't want to pay the check. Well, don't call me that. I ain't this. I ain't that. So what are you? You sure the hell ain't a child of God. You're not. But just like I said, evil want to be rectified as being good now. You know, I can do anything I want to this person, to that person. I can dance. I'm a woman. I can dance for a million women. Let them fill all on me. But hey, I'm still an A plus in the book. No, you're not. You took a loss. You're L because L means lose. You lost. You took a loss. I've never seen such stupidity in my life. Never. I mean, it's everywhere. It is literally everywhere. The little kids, you see them on TikToks. These little kids be 7, 8 years old. They be with their hands on the ground and popping their booty up in the sky and stuff like that. And the parents are usually mothers. The parents are usually just taking pictures and saying, "Hey, hey, hey." What kind of stupidity stuff is this? What kind is it? But these are the same ones. These are the same parents that want their kids to be everything in life. No, you lead them down the same path you did. And when they grow up, guess what? They're going to be the same thing you were because there's no structure in the household anymore. You let these kids get away with freaking murder. They do anything they want to do, and we just sit there and we applaud it. Oh, ain't that cute? How many times we heard that? Ain't that cute? And the babies address the mothers are dressing these babies up with clothes that looks like hoochie mamas. They having eyelashes and lipstick on little 4, 5 year old kids and tight clothes and leggings, and they take the picture. In the picture, the comments be from here to Waukegan. She's so pretty. No, man, that's stupid. That's stupid. Now I'm not saying you can't dress your kid up. You can't let her look beautiful, but she's a kid. They make clothes for kids. They make clothes for kids. They always did. They always will. Why? It's because y'all kids are we're teaching our kids to grow up too fast, and when they get out there in the street, then you want to chastise them. No, chastise yourself before you chastise your kids, because they can turn around and say, you know what, Mama, you did it. You still doing it. You still doing it. Oh, oh, I'm sorry about that. I got something in my eye. Ooh. So what are you gonna do when your kids start talking back to you like that? Everything isn't pretty for a child to do. Oh, that's so cute. Oh, she's so pretty, and she looked like a baby, a thought in training, because we were taught that mindset that no matter what we do, we can't be wrong. But most of us are wrong in the things we do. But I don't know, this new dance and stuff. It got me. It got me. And I can you know what, I can even see if you do it in the privacy of your own home. But you out in front of other people and you're doing stuff like this. And what do the white people always do? Well, I'll tell you what they always do. The first thing they do is when they see a bunch of women doing stuff like that, they walk past them. And if you haven't noticed it, if y'all outside one day and y'all see it and y'all around a bunch of white people or any other race of people, watch, look at their reactions on their face. They're gonna turn around and look dead at you. They're gonna look dead at you. You ain't got nothing to do with it, but they gonna turn around and look dead at you. And that look is saying your people are jacked up. No wonder why we can do what we do and get away with it. Because y'all messing up y'all own community. If y'all don't believe me, if you're outside one day and you just happen to see it and you like downtown somewhere or whatever, and they start doing that stuff in front of white people or fighting in front of white people or going crazy in front of white people, just look at the white person and watch how fast they look back at you. Then you ain't got nothing to do with it. Watch. So why is it like that? Why? How can a woman bend over, touch her toes, bend over, and another woman come behind her and hump on her and grab her from the waist and hump on her like she's a man finna have sex with a woman? But these are two women, and everybody praises it. Everybody. Or one of them lay down and the other one get on top of them. How can you praise something like this? And I don't know why, but hey, people do things that I will never understand. I never will understand it because, first of all, sweetie, you're not a man. You're not a man. You're not. It looks real crazy when two of the same sexes are dancing and gyrating on each other. It just looks real crazy. I guess we have to leave that question to the experts because I say it almost every time I go to work. I damn near see it. Once again, I'm not saying that dancing is bad. Dancing is never bad. It's never bad. But there's a way you go about doing things. People don't want to see good, wholesome, clean dancing anymore. They don't want to see that. They want to see the women twerking and dancing on each other and petting each other booties and rubbing their booties and rubbing on their chests and stuff and pulling out their chests, their breasts in front of other women. And I don't know what's wrong, but they love it. It's like a freaking drug to them. How did it get like this? The world. Some kids have very good training from their mom and dad. If the dad is there, if the dad's not there, they have good training. But once they get out there in them streets, the world is gonna take them over. You got to be a strong person. You have to be a strong person, a young person, put it that way. You have to be a strong young brother and sister to not bend to the rules of the world. Yeah, it's definitely for attention. But you know what they're gonna do? They're drawing the wrong attention. Ain't no way a good guy, a good wholesome brother. I mean a good brother. I didn't say perfect. A good brother is gonna be walking down the street and y'all doing this, and he's saying, you know what? I like her. I think she make a great girlfriend. No. Now there's a difference between somebody saying I like her and she'll make a great girlfriend than a guy saying, you know what? I like her. I want to have sex with her. Because that's all you're showing. That's all you're doing. You're promoting sex. Simple. It's simple. But the moment you start doing stuff like this, you want to demand respect from anybody, black men, black women, white, anybody. You want respect. How can how can I respect something that don't even respect themselves? How? And it don't take a fraction of a second for them to just pop out and start dancing. They dance anywhere. It can be weddings. It could be freaking Bible study. They just do it anywhere now. And what's the first thing they do when they hear the music? The first thing they do is what? Dance, turn around, and shake their butts. That's the first thing they do because their brain is in their butts now. So you have to. That's what they're putting their best foot forward. Long story short, they're putting their best foot forward. I'm 48. I'm not an old guy, but I've been around. I've seen some things, and as a young guy to now, I never liked that type of stuff because I always thought there's a better way for women to be. I always thought that you don't have to do that because I grew up in church, as y'all probably already know. I grew up in church, but even outside the church, I never hung around those type of women. I never did. Well, My mother used to call them fast. Them girls is fast. I never did that. I never did that. Because if they fast for you, best guaranteed they'll be fast for somebody else. They'll be fast for somebody else. Everybody got to walk. Well, all the women got to walk down the street now with their shirts, but the back of the shirt is up so you can see their booties. It's everywhere. But I don't know what I'm talking about. But yet I see it. And the first time somebody say something to them, now they want to fight. If you're a woman, if you're a woman with a nice shape, then guess what? There's nothing nobody can do about that. There's nothing nobody can do. You're just a woman with a nice shape. That's it. But if you're out there parading it like you dying for attention, but that's a problem. That's definitely a problem, man. I'll never say nothing bad about a woman, a shapely woman, because hey, guess what? That's just her shape. That's just her shape. Now I can see if you working out, you know, jogging, stuff like that. That's not a problem. But every chance you get, you gotta bend over and show your butt to everybody. It can be a a freaking preschool party, and here come the mamas with little bitty tight clothes on, and they hit up the little preschool music. They're gonna turn around and show their butts or get to shaking their butts in front of all these little kids. And the person that's recording them first, and they says, "Hey, hey," there's no respect. There's no respect for the black woman because you know why? In some cases, not all cases. So don't. I don't want nobody to say, "Well, he said all." No, I'm saying in some cases, SOME, some black women don't even respect themselves. But these are the ones that want respect. They demand respect. Respect your black queen. Why? Queens don't act like that. You don't see queens out here shaking their booties, do you? No, no, you do not. So I don't think I would ever respect something that don't respect themselves. Now, by me saying that, I don't mean I'll just walk up to them and get to cussing them out and calling them out they all kind of names. No, that was never me anyway. I always been a down to earth guy, always been. But that's like saying, hey, guess what? I'm a stripper for a living, but I want to go marry somebody that's gonna treat me like a queen. I'm gonna treat me like a queen. No, that's not gonna happen. First of all, you're a stripper, and yes, women, if you don't know, I'm here to tell you, your past do follow you. It follows you. The past follows everybody, men and women. Because one day, it may not be him, may not be the next guy, but somebody's going to say, you're going to get into an argument or you're going to have a altercation. He's going to say, man, how you going to tell me what to do? You was a stripper when I met you. Ta-da, because it don't disappear. You may think you can bury your past, but you can't bury your past. None of us can. I was always thought to be a lady in the streets and in the freak behind closed doors. You know what? And before I don't know if you was on, but I said that before you got on. If you want to do it in the privacy of your home, by all means, knock yourself out. That's between you and that person. If you're gay or straight, that's between you and that person. But don't bring your business out in the street. Don't do it. Do not do it. I'm so glad you said that. I'm so glad you said that, Miss Smile. But people bringing their business at your doorstep, and then if you say something about it, they want to get mad at you. Why? Don't tell my baby what to do. I'm not telling your baby what to do, but I'm just telling her it don't look nice if she do that in front of a lot of men. And men just crowd around and watch the show. You don't know what these brothers are thinking. We never do. We can't read minds. We don't know what they thinking. Some probably thinking like, man, you know what? She got a nice body. One guy's probably thinking, oh man, her booty big, man, or man, she thick. And the other guy's probably thinking, you know what? If I catch her outside by herself, I'ma get her. We don't know. We don't know. But although you can't avoid stupidity, you can't because there's always going to be some idiot brothers out there thirsty. You can't avoid that, but you can help it a little bit. You can help it. You don't always have to wear tight clothes. You don't. If you got a body, you gonna see it anyway. You can see somebody body through a freaking raincoat if they got a nice body under there. You can see it through a raincoat, a snowsuit. So it is what it is, man. It is what it is. You don't air out your dirty laundry in a dirty society. Come on, who you think? Who? Come on, now, let's just be honest. Society's dirty. It's messed up. It's cruel. It's wicked. And your dirty laundry, and you bring it out to the street that's already dirty, messed up, cruel, and wicked. What are you gonna bring back? What are you gonna bring back? Life ain't what it used to be. There was once a time I knew that women was ashamed. Certain women was ashamed to do stuff like that. Now they don't care. They'll drop it like it's hot and everywhere. At the freaking Grammys, at the MTV, well not MTV, at the BET Awards, at all type of awards. They make videos about it, but it's always degrading yourself. Somebody please help me understand that. How can you degrade yourself and then somebody say something, they say, you can't say that about me. You already said it about yourself. If you don't respect yourself enough, the other person don't have to respect you at all. They don't. They don't. So I don't know. I really don't know. I don't think I would never know because it's definitely a better way than this because that's all we see now is these young sisters dancing on each other like they're dancing on guys. I mean, I was never the party type goer. I never went to parties like that and nothing like that. But when I did go to clubs back in, this was many moons ago, um, you would see the men dancing on the women. For once in a while, you would see women dancing on women, but it was always here. But now it then took over. It's like if a woman dance on a man now, man, nobody want to see that. We want to see these two girls dance on each other, bro. Why is that? Why? But then again, you respect the black woman. Why? Give me one good freaking reason why I should respect something that don't even respect themselves. Please do. I'm not talking about all the black women because you got a lot of women out there that don't do stuff like that. You got a lot of them out there that don't even like stuff like that. I'm with one of them. She man, look, believe me, she don't go for that stuff because, but she don't carry herself as if she's, oh no, you know what, but that's just ridiculous. Get beat it. I don't want to, no, because hey, guess what? I love everybody. She love everybody. Well, no, I do. She don't. She crazy. But it's just ridiculous how they just these young sisters they have no guidance, no leadership. Even if you are a lesbian or whatever they call themselves, gay, whatever, do it in your home. Do it in the privacy of your home. Don't bring your business out in the street. Don't. Y'all know how many fights I done seen when women dance on each other and the girlfriend is right there and she get mad and they want to fight. Too many. I've seen it countless times. Now they're portraying now they're portraying the roles of being men, and that's another thing I never understood about um dyke women. I never understood that. They hate men, but yet they want to be a man. That don't make sense. That don't make sense. That's like me saying, "Hey, I I hate cameras. I hate cameras with a passion. I don't like cameras at all. I hate everybody that got a camera. I hate the people that invented cameras. And you come in my room and I got cameras all on the wall. I got cameras everywhere. Oh, that's a Nikon. That's a Philips. That's a Canon. I got all the latest fashions. I just spent $5,000 on this one, and the lens was $3,000. You're like, dude, you're lying. You hate them, but you got them all across your room. You got 90 cameras up here, bro. So how can you hate it? So believe me, I've heard it all. I've heard women dance on other women. Then after that, they be like, I don't go that way. Yeah, you could have fooled me. You could have fooled me. And maybe you don't go that way. Maybe you are straight, but guess what? Now your mind is. It's working overdrive now. It's working overdrive. Remember, evil communications corrupt good manners. So if you're hanging around stuff like that, 9 times out of 10, you're gonna it before long, you're going to indulge in it. So you can run around and say, "I don't do that. I don't like women." You can run around and say that all you want. Sure, it sounds good. Sure, it sounds good on paper. It does. But when the lights come on, what are you gonna be? What are you gonna be? No, I don't do that. I'm strictly, you know what they say, and no, no, I need this and that. But you let women touch all on you. Hmm. You let women raise your shirt up and funnel your breasts or play around with your lick your. I've seen this stuff with my own eyes, and these are the same women that say, "Oh, I gotta go home to my man." Hmm. Weird. And I'm not saying that they don't have a man, but hey, sometimes he know the whole story. Sometimes he don't. Yeah, all you have to do is watch social media. Sometimes the men catch the women with other women, and it goes the other way too. It goes both ways. Society is so confused these days. Strippers are be, strippers are being held better standards than blue or white collar. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. And I was just saying that. I was just saying that earlier. OnlyFans page, porn, strippers. These are the things that holds that holds up higher than regular people that work. You can go out there right now. You can strike a conversation with somebody. Say, hey, such and such. Hey, how you doing? What's up, brother, sister, whatever? And man, what you do, man? I work at a I work at a car lot, or I'm a mechanic, man. I got to do all this work, man. I hear you, man. And a woman can come past. How you doing? What you doing? Well, you want I work in the porn industry, or I have an OnlyFans page. Boing, yoing, 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 yoing. Guess what? You got a new friend. Oh man, you know what, baby? Let me get your snap. Let me get your Instagram, cause don't nobody ask for phone numbers no more. Let me get your Instagram. That's stupid. That's stupid. So I don't know. It's one day it's all gonna make sense. One day somebody's gonna listen to one of these podcasts. Like, you know what? He was right. He was right. We praise demonic things, stripping, OnlyFans, porn, all type of stuff, violence, fighting, and people getting shot. Oh, we love to see stuff like that. But let a brother or a sister hit the live button and say, you know what? We're gonna read out the Bible today. It's gonna be like probably two people on that live, because don't nobody want to hear that. If it ain't popping or blasting, nobody wants to hear that. Nobody. The white what? That's why OnlyFans pages will never. It almost went out of business. It almost did, but that's why OnlyFans they have so many fans, and they be men and women, because nobody's ashamed of nothing anymore. Nobody. Hey, for the right price, guess what I can do? I can take my top off, or I can take my underwear off and bend over and show all the men what I got, and the guys gonna pay it, because guys pay women for sex. That's just how it goes. But what happened to the respect line? And they all say the same thing. Well, I'm doing it to feed my kid, and guess what? They got a job. They got a job that pay regular way, but this one pays faster money. It's always going to be about fast money. Try what? Peekaboo, try what? It's always going to be about fast money. Always going to be about fast money. Whether we like it or not. Because fast money is exactly what it says. It's fast money. I can make 10,000 in a couple of in a week, probably, or probably no, not even a week, in a couple of days. Why I can't make 10,000? Uh, cute. Um, I can't make 10,000 every 2 weeks. So, it's the same thing. I got to take care of my kid. If you got to take your kid on $10,000 a week, you need help, because that's a hell of a lot of money. Just basic. What you finna buy this kid? A globe? I mean, actually, the world? No, because people do things because they like to do things. They like to do it. No, you're right, and it's not. It's definitely not. It's not. You're right. So, sisters, y'all got to stop the dancing on each other. It just don't look right for a nation. It don't. And I know we got this complex problem where can't nobody tell us what to do. We're grown. We got kids. We got kids your age, and I can do this. God gave me this body. Yeah, God gave you a body just like He gave man a body. He gave animals a body. You don't see animals twerking. You don't. All of us got bodies. It's what we do with it. It's definitely what we do with it. And you get to the fact. I mean, the point in your life that now your kids is starting to do the same dances that they see outside, and you don't even rectify the problem. You're a sad mother. I don't care. I really don't care who's listening, and if I'm hurting their feelings, maybe I should hurt your feelings. You're a sad mother because that child's gonna grow up to be just like you. When a baby, your daughter come home pregnant, ain't nothing you can do. Or she come home and you come in, you got 5, 6 guys in the house. You already know what time it is. They ain't finna cook a pizza. They're not finna cook a pizza. They're definitely not. So it goes both ways. It goes both ways. Yes. Oh, man, Miss Mal, I cannot agree with you more. I cannot. These, I almost called them niggas. Well, I just did. These little brothers is too much. They're doing the most. Oh, I ain't forgot about you little brothers either. Everybody want to follow the same freaking trend. Everybody want to walk down the street with hoods on their head. Check this out. I was going to the store today, right up on 71st Street. I know all the guys up there, all the hustlers. We always talk and we cool with each other. But it's this one guy, I never seen him before. So I'm walking right there by Baba's. If anybody familiar with 71st and Jeffrey, Baba's is right there on the corner. Bust that right to go up to the grocery store. So he got those bags they wear, but they put them on the front. And I'm walking, but I had my hands in my pocket. This boy looked at me, unzipped his bag, and put his hand in his bag. And as I get closer, he gonna say, "Who is you?" I turned around. I'm like, "Who you talking to?" He like, "I'm talking to you. Who is you?" I'm like, "No, bro. Who is you?" "Well, I'm such and such." Well, I said, "Well, nice to meet you, bro. My name Pico." "I'm just saying, big homie. I never seen you before." I said, "No, you probably haven't, but I've been here for years." And then the guys that was in front of Subway, the brothers up there to be hustling, they walked down there like, "Man, you good, bro?" I'm like, he stepped to me. They like, "No, man, leave old school alone, man. He do what he do. He come up here, he shop, he go home." And then one of the other guys up there that I've been knowing him for years, he always selling cigarettes. That's my buddy. We always talking about video games and stuff. So he come up out the store. He like, "Pico, what's wrong?" I'm like, "Dude, damn, they pulled the gun on me." He like, "Who?" I'm like, "Him." So he pulled him over to the side. Dude came right back over there. He like, "Bro, I apologize. I didn't. I could have been like, 'Man, no, nigga, ain't none of that." I'm like, "Bro, I understand. You know who I was? I didn't know who you was. It's cool. We shook hands. We gave each other a hug, a man hug. I walked back into the store. He said out there, I was coming out the store. He shook my hand. "All right, bro. I see you next time, man." And he like, "Man, I heard y'all talking about video games." See how quick the conversation changed when he knew who I was. And I'm not saying I'm a big guy. I don't know nobody. I ain't got no street credibility. I'm not. I wasn't cut out like that. It's just about how you treat people. Now, if I would have came off to him with negative energy, I'd probably be in the hospital right now, or they probably would have pronounced me dead on the floor. I didn't have to do that. Long story short, a lot of these brothers out here can live longer if they just knew how to talk to people. Everybody's in the uproar. "Man, bro, what you trying to do?" "What am I trying to do, man? I just said excuse me." And then they snap off like firecrackers. Bam! Next thing you know, you didn't shot 2, 3 people. Now you're on the run. Why is that? Why is that? How come brothers can't even talk to each other anymore? It's not the older brothers, it's the younger ones. Why is that? When I was growing up, I can talk to anybody I want to. What up, bro? What's good, man? Man, what up, man? Man, I'm out here trying to make it. Blah blah, this that, and the other. You see a lot of older guys doing it, but these young brothers, you be scared to talk to them. Like, man, they walk around all day with these freaking masks over their face. You don't know what's finna go down. You gotta you gotta walk to the store looking left and right and back and forth. All what's going on? What's going? Cause you don't know. You don't know what can happen. And these they out here stealing people cars, man. People work hard, make a hard for their money, and they take the cars like they helped them pay the note. Oh, I put on for this. So it was my turn to take it. And then they record themselves taking it. Now if that ain't dumb, I don't know what it is. Oh my God, fast ain't the word. Dude didn't. Even, I could have been. Let me tell you, I could have been an undercover cop. He, the minute he saw me turn that corner, we locked eyes and he unzipped that bag and put it. I know he had a gun. I'm like, this dude finna shoot me. I just kept walking. He came to me. I'm like, bro, I'm looking, but I didn't say nothing to him. In my head, I'm like, why are you finna go in your bag and pull out a gun? And I took my hands out of my pocket because I'm smart. I'm real smart like that. So I just took my hands out of my pocket. So I didn't want to give him no thoughts that, man, he might gas him. I took my hands in my pocket. But he still had his hands because we don't even trust anybody no more. He thought I was probably a hitman or probably thought I'm trying to take what he got. Like, man, look, I'm up here trying to get me a sandwich. All right. I'm up here trying to get a sandwich. So I don't know. Give me a minute, guys. My neighbor just texted me. He said, the dog is out. So I'll be back. I gotta go tell Andre his dog is out. So don't go nowhere. Stay right there.